Hi, Nathan. It is Miss Safford. It is Monday, February 8th, 2021. And this is our Lesson 3, Unit 4 of our illustrative math. So we have been talking a lot in the last few days about getting groups together and adding, basically. We've been talking about how adding is putting together, and we've been talking about how when you add things, usually the number gets bigger. So up until now, we've had very organized groups, so we haven't had to keep track of what we're counting. But today we're going to count to find the total number of images in two scattered groups. So we're going to start up with our warm-up. We're going to count together to 40. Okay, and here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So once we did our choral counting today, we also did an activity where we had partners and we counted back and forth as high as we could go. So what that would look like is that you would either choose somebody from your family or your brother or whoever happens to be around currently, and you can go back and forth and count with them. And what that would be is you would start and say the number 1, and then your partner would say 2. Then it would come back to you, 3, go back to them, 4. And the goal was to see how high you and your partner could count together. If you feel like doing that, go for it. If not, that's okay too. So we've talked about organized and scattered images. Organized images are ones that are they are easy to see what you've counted. They are either in lines or in a very specifically shaped group. Scattered images would be things that are sort of all over the place and don't necessarily have an easy way to keep track of those items. So we're going to start with, first, you're going to count the objects. Next, you'll write the number. Finally, you will share how you got your answer. It says, find the total number of balls, then write the number. So we started with this one, and these are from your workbook. But what I'm planning on doing is hopefully uploading these to Seesaw so that you can work on them. So this we started with by counting the soccer balls. So we counted 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then we wrote, then we had the number, so then we had the number 3 written underneath this set of balls so that we could keep track of what we had counted and what we had not counted. Okay, for some reason I can't get any of my markers to work right now. I'm sorry about that. So first we started by counting these soccer balls and coming up with the number 3. And then I asked them to count the footballs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 3 soccer balls and 6 footballs. So how many balls do we have all together? You can figure that out in a couple different ways. You can count all the balls. You can count on from 3 and count the footballs counting on. You can count on from 6 and go to the soccer balls. Either one would work. Or if you happen to know the addition fact, you could use that as well. For this particular fact, it would be 3 plus 6 equals, and we're going to count together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then you're going to write the number 9 on the lines. Okay. I wish I could show you that part, but for some reason it's just really not working. Okay. Now, you'll notice on this one the images are a little bit more scattered. They're not quite as neat and orderly versus the footballs that are next to each other and very easy to keep track of. So one of the things we talked about with scattered images is making sure you don't double count anything. And you can do that in a couple different ways. You can cross them out as you count them. You can put a number on them as you count them to keep track. You can put a little dot next to each one that you count. Whatever way works best for you is absolutely fine. So for this one, we would start with here, and we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soccer balls, and 1, 2 footballs. So we'd write 5 plus sign 2 equals. And then we'd have to figure out how much 5 plus 2 equals. So I can, because I know this is 5, I'm not going to count these again because I know this is 5. I'm going to count on from there. So 5, 6, 7. I'm going to write the number 7 right down here. Okay. Now what I had the kids do was they actually took some time to finish the next couple of problems. So there's this one here, and there's this one here, and I will send those to you via Seesaw. So then we get to our synthesis, and we're thinking about how everything connects. It says there are 9 balls. How many soccer balls are there? How many footballs are there? So if there are 9 balls, there are 3 soccer balls. There have to be 6 footballs, because 6 plus 3 equals 9 altogether. Okay. 3 and 6 is 9. Okay. Let's see. After that, we start counting with scattered images. So first, you're going to look at the pictures again. Next, you'll count the circles, and finally, we will discuss, which we obviously can. It says, remember to keep track of the circles you have counted. And this is where I really spent a lot of time talking to your friends about making sure to keep track of what they've counted. And I even played a couple tricks on them. So with this, again, you're going to either want to cross them out in some way, shape, or form, number them so you remember which ones you've done. You can, some kids circled groups so they knew they had done a particular group, so they'd circle those particular circles, and then they figured out the answer. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now remember, 8 you can make in 2 different ways. You can make it as the 2 snowballs, 1 small snowball on the top, 1 bigger one on the bottom. You can also do an uppercase S and close it. So those are 2 ways to make the number 8. I will be sending you these activities as well, hopefully on Seesaw. So what I'd like you to do here is, once these have been uploaded, I'd like you to count the circles and then put the number in the blank space provided. Again, there are only 4. Okay. Now it says, let's share how you counted to find the total number of circles. Like I said, I had friends who counted every single one. I had friends that could count on. So whatever you did to count is absolutely fine. Okay. And then we didn't get to centers and choice time today, so I don't have anything to give you there. But I do have those worksheets, and I will get those posted as soon as I can. I hope you are doing well, Nathan. We missed you a lot today, and we will hopefully see you very soon back here at school. Bye, bud.